was about May, so we've been at the job for 5 months, and we sort of got the guts to speak to Dr. Henderson, who's the director of the division, and we told him World Mental Health Day is coming up, which is October 10th. Would you be interested in visiting Kuwait if we raised enough money? So eventually we got funding from the Ministry of Health. So this became a large-scale event. So and they were able to get us a pretty amazing team. What we did is we did a 2-day event celebrating World Mental Health Day with, in the morning, training sessions for primary care physicians. We have 91 primary care centers in Kuwait, so there's more than 300 plus physicians that ended up showing up. And at night, we did public presentations for sort of the lay people, and that was presentations done by me and Alaa. And so we're developing a website.
So the point of the website is to be the first website for Kuwaitis to have access to all mental health information, as well as anti-stigma information, and a place to just share their story, whether anonymously or by putting their name on it, and the ability to create an e-community of support for people with mental illness in Kuwait.
And I was there in the meeting with my dad, and the woman actually explicitly told my dad, would you want your daughter to be crazy like her patients?
So if you have a Ministry of Health that's supportive of mental health, you're more likely to have events and stuff like that. So the thing that was very special about the current Ministry of Health is the current Minister of Health is very supportive of mental health.
But he has no jurisdiction over the Ministry of Health.
Yeah, so they're not the same thing.
Yeah. The ministry, I think through the co-op, you're really supposed to be learning, and I think this is an opportunity that we couldn't have gotten if we weren't in the co-op program. MGH taught us how to do developmental packets and how to, sort of propose the idea, and they did it, they completely supported us and didn't expect anything.
I mean, this is what affirms the fact that Northeastern was a good choice. It was, from what I've seen between me and my friends that are not Northeastern, I can clearly see I have an edge, because I'm graduating as an undergrad with extensive work experience. I can easily get a job.
So we're exploring our options. We're gonna basically apply to a bunch of jobs and apply to a bunch of master's programs, and wherever we get in, then we'll decide. MGH has asked us to come back, so that's a good option. But we do hope to take a PhD in a year or two. When I first came here, I knew one of the first things that I had in mind was that I was going to go back to Kuwait. And I was like, I don't want to learn the typical manifestations of symptoms, because in Kuwait, mental illness looks a lot different. Treatments, culture plays a huge role. So we believe that that culture really affects psychology. So in our PhD programs, we want to look at programs that emphasize culture, sort of like the work they do at MGH.